your sparkling earrings slide against your skin so brown. And I want to sleep with you in the desert tonight, with a million stars all around. 'Cause I got a peaceful, easy feeling, and I know you won't let me down, 'cause I'm already standing on the ground. I found out a long time ago what a woman can do for your soul. Oh, but she can take you anyway. You don't already know how to go. 'Cause I got a peaceful, easy feeling, and I know you won't let me down, 'cause I'm already standing on the ground. I get this feeling I may know you as a lover and a friend, but this voice keeps whispering in my other ear, tells me I may never see you again. 'Cause I got a peaceful, easy feeling, and I know you won't let me down, 'cause I'm already standing. Yes, I'm already standing. Yes, I'm already standing on the ground. Ooh, 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 whoa, whoa. Ooh, 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 whoa, whoa. How's everybody doing tonight? It's a beautiful Tuesday night, a little cooler here in southern Ontario. Not sure how it is in your part of the country. So I was talking to my mom on a Zoom call earlier. I know it was nice and sunny down there. Hi, Mom. Hope you got on the call okay, or hope you got on the show okay. Garden's really coming on around here as well. The zucchini are getting super big, and the beans are always ready for picking. So I hope you have a garden out there. And this is our 19th episode. Certainly thank you, whether this is your first episode or your 19th. Thanks for coming out. Certainly appreciate your support. As we work our way through this pandemic, it's been fun getting together every Tuesday night. Going to keep it going for as long as there's people willing to watch and cheer me on and encourage me to do it. So we're going to go for 20 next week, big 20th episode. And I started thinking, well, we should have a theme. We like the occasional theme out here. And if you have a theme anytime, throw it in the comments. Always looking for themes for future shows. But I thought, I don't know if anyone knows, I think it was last week, right after Tuesday Live, I think Ringo Starr was celebrating his 80th birthday or something. And so there was a big sort of Ringo Starr, kind of a lot of concert footage and stuff like that. And watch, it was quite good. And I thought, hey, maybe we should do a Beatles tribute show. So I thought maybe for the 20th episode, we maybe do all Beatles all show long. And I'm going to send that out to our various performers and we'll hopefully get some of the other guests to play Beatles songs as well. And you can help by throwing some of your favorite Beatles songs in the comments so we can make sure we get some of those in, as many as we can as well. Maybe if you have any big zucchinis in your garden, maybe we'll have a contest as well. Maybe you can carve, so you can carve the best likeness of a beetle out of a zucchini. That might be a fun contest. Send the picture in. Maybe we'll do a Tuesday Live trivia. Now we've got we'll have 19 shows under our belt by next week. We can do Tuesday Live trivia. Have a little trivia contest, and whoever wins, maybe you get the carved zucchinis or something. We'll do something for sure. I'm still in the running for the Waterloo Record Reader's Choice favorite local live musician. So if you go on the record website, or actually go on the robspoon.com, there's a nominate button there. You can go in and find it and vote for me. You can vote every day. I think you can even vote multiple times a day. It's sort of like a Florida election or something, I guess. I know some of you, anybody who follows me on social media, realizes that COVID commandeered my social media channels this week, and also I noticed infested the opening credits. So I'm not sure what's up, but stick around. I'm sure we'll find out sooner or later. Have a really fun show planned tonight. Performances from Cathy King, Sandy Mackay, Robbie O'Spoon over in Dublin, and of course Willy out in the shed. Anchorman Tim Farrell is going to give us all the news we need to know on Tuesday Live News. I did want to have a shout out. I'm not sure if she's watching tonight. My friend Cathy from Eastern Ontario. Cathy and I started kindergarten together and went all through elementary school together. And I noticed that her and her husband Steve are celebrating a wedding anniversary today. So they're probably out for dinner on a patio somewhere, or maybe just out on their own patio. But if you hear me, Cathy and Steve, happy anniversary. And if you have any special events coming up, anniversaries, birthdays, feel free to shoot them over to me. I'm happy to dedicate songs to people or give you a shout out on the show. Always fun to connect from here to there, from my basement to wherever you're watching the show. If you haven't already, sign up on robspoon.com for the backstage pass. Gets you access to the fantastic after party where the cool kids all hang out after the show. So check that out if you haven't already. And I'm going to play one of my original songs to kick off the show here. It's called Try Not to Worry. It sort of started out as a fiddle tune. Then when I realized I wasn't a fiddle player, I throw some words into it. So I hope you like it. Try not to worry about the things that can't change. Snow in the winter and the summertime rain. Beat up old car and why it won't start. Bills in the mail and my broken heart. I try not to worry, but you know that it's tough when this life that I'm living gets kinda rough. Wish I had a place where I could keep all my fear. I wish I had a dime for every one of your tears. Well, I wake up in the morning and I jump out of bed. Thanks to the Lord that I'm not dead. Jump in my car, off to work I go. It's a rusty old car, but it's good in the snow. I try not to worry, but you know that it's tough when this life that I'm living gets kinda rough. Wish I had a place where I could keep all my fear. I wish I had a dime for every one of your tears. Try Not to Worry. That's the original Rob Witherspoon song. Good friend Sandy Mackay, we're going to head out. I think he might be out kayaking on the Kennebecasis River in beautiful New Brunswick. Let's see if I can get out to his cell phone.
Hello, today's song from the water is an old Edward Lear song introduced to me by Randy Sutherland, whose name you've heard before. It's the Owl and the Pussycat. Welcome to the Kennebecasis River again. Oh, the owl and the pussycat went to sea in a beautiful pea green boat. Not like mine, mine's red. And they took some money and plenty of honey wrapped up in a 5-pound note. And the owl looked up at the stars above and he sang to a small guitar. Lovely pussy, oh pussy my love, what a beautiful pussy you are, what a beautiful pussy you are. Pussy said, owl, you elegant fowl, how charmingly sweet you sing. Let's get married, too long we've tarried, but what shall we do for a ring? So they sailed away for a year and a day to the land where the bong tree grows. And there in the wood, a piggywig stood with the ring on the end of his nose, a ring on the end of his nose. Mr. Pig, are you willing to sell for 1 shilling your ring? Said the piggy, I will. So they took it away and got married next day by the turkey that lives on the hill. And they dined on quince and slices of mince that they ate with a runcible spoon. Hand in hand by the edge of the sand, they danced by the light of the moon. They danced by the light, they danced by the light, oh, they danced by the light of the moon. Now, if I'm mistaken, yeah, there's a sailboat coming there. There's a pretty boat. Hey, happy day, y'all.
Fantastic, Sandy. Thanks for sharing. Wish we were all out there with you, although I'm not sure we'd all fit in your kayak. But speaking of characters here, let's go and see what Willy's doing out in the shed. Hey y'all, Willy here. I got a song for you. This is one of my favorite songs. It always makes me a little homesick from my home state of South Carolina. North South Carolina to be precise. This song originally done, I think, by Graham Parsons. And Emmylou Harris probably recorded the most famous version. But here's my version. It's called Hickory Winds. In South Carolina, there are many tall pines, and I remember the oak tree we used to climb. But it makes me feel better each time it begins. It's calling me home, hickory wind. Well, I started out younger, most everything, all the riches and pleasure. What else could life bring? And now that I'm lonesome, I always pretend that I'm getting feel of hickory wind. It's a hard way to find out the trouble is real in a faraway city with a faraway feel. Makes me feel better each time it begins, calling me home, hickory wind. But it makes me feel better each time it begins, calling me home, the hickory Well, hey, is that a rabbit out in the garden? God dang, rabbit, get out of here, rabbit! See, Willy's still having some trouble with the rabbits out there, and boy, that shed's not quite as nice as the Kennebecassis River out there in New Brunswick, but it's not bad. It's good for Willy. Here's a song I wrote. I see Cathy King's been commenting quite a bit already, and Cathy, better go pick up your guitar because I got you on deck here. So I'm gonna do a little warm up here for Cathy King. The song's called Power Tools. It's hard to dance in steel-toed work boots. It's hard to love when you've never been loved. I never knew how to show you I loved you. I wish you'd at least tried and given me a sign. How would you show me you love me if it wasn't for Black & Decker? How many power tools do you think a man needs when I would have loved you if only you'd come home from Walmart? I found out about Brad and housewares from a best friend, Dave, who learned from his wife. She gets her hair done by Brad's ex-wife's sister, who heard you were seeing him most every night. And how would you show me you love me if it wasn't for Black & Decker? How many power tools do you think a man needs when I would have loved you if only you'd come home from Walmart? Show me you love me if it wasn't for Black & Decker. How many power tools do you think a man needs when I would have loved you if only you'd come home from Walmart? Yes, I would have loved you if only you'd come home from Walmart. Very sad song, particularly the fact I haven't ever gotten a power tool from Black & Decker for all that product placement I put in that song. Anyways, Cathy, I hope you got your guitar all tuned up. Let's go see what Cathy has for us today.
All set? Hi, Rob. Hi, everybody. Happy Tuesday evening. Got my traveling hat on again, and I'm gonna hit the road. You might recognize this song. Hope you enjoy it. If you miss the train I'm on, you will know that I have gone. You can hear the whistle blowing 100 miles. 100 miles, 100 miles, 100 miles, 100 miles. You can hear Raindrops fell on Mama's note when I read the thing she wrote. She said, we miss you, hon, we love you, come on home. Well, I didn't have to pack, I had it all right on my back. Now I'm 500 miles away from home. Lord, I'm one, Lord, I'm two, Lord, I'm three, Lord, I'm four. Lord, I'm 500 miles away from home. All these years, all these roads never led me back to you. I'm always 500 miles away from home. Away from home, away from home. Always out here on my own. I'm always 500 miles away from home.
That was beautiful, Cathy. It might be a trivia question next week. How many miles did Cathy get away from home? Think about it. Anyways, turning over to the most informative news program on the internet. Tuesday Live News with our anchorman, Tim Farrell.
Good evening. It's Tuesday, July 14th, 2020, and this is the Tuesday Live News, the news source for the Golden Triangle, Macton, Linwood, and Dorking. I'm Tim Farrell. Tonight's broadcast is being sponsored by Frank's Every Sauce. Are you tired of buying and storing countless garnishes, such as ketchup, mustard, and barbecue sauce? Then try the one sauce that will replace them all. Frank's Every Sauce is not only versatile and delicious, it will save you so much space in your refrigerator and cupboards. Frank's Every Sauce is 16 sauces in one. Ketchup, barbecue, honey mustard, tartar, fish, Polynesian, ranch, mayonnaise, mustard, yogurt, soy, hot sauce, mystery, ketchup again, marinara, and pesto. From our Beaverton sources, 2 cargo ships collided in the Welland Canal after a captain was bedazzled by the sight and tremendous beauty of the city of Welland. They call this utopia the Rose City, said the ship's skipper. I've been to Machu Picchu and seen the ruins of Carthage, but nothing compares to this city of 52,000 with moderately priced housing. As the giant vessel's course steered directly into an oncoming ship, other crew members couldn't look away from the relatively new Walmart Supercenter, the Atlas Steel Plant, and the semi-abandoned Seaway Mall. Gentlemen, we're not in Port Colborne anymore, added the stalwart first mate, ignoring the other ship's horn warning of a potentially catastrophic collision. The legend is true, the 406 ends here, exclaimed a mesmerized seaman before being thrown forward on impact. Another example of where the global pandemic is obstructing people's livelihoods comes to us from the high seas. We reached the dread pirate Cutthroat Steve, the cheapskate, in the secret hideout in Mapu on the island of Tortuga in Haiti. The dread pirate Cutthroat Steve, the cheapskate, says, the swashbuckler community is fully behind all the measures needed to combat COVID-19, such as mask wearing and social distancing. The dread says, all pirates have been respecting the 2-meter distance when attacking ships. We just swing over on the ropes and that's no problem. What we do have is a problem with is the appropriation of a long-used proprietary and well-documented symbol. The Buccaneers have used for centuries. The famous X marks the spot, indicating locations on maps where treasure has been buried, is universally recognized as and is de facto. Mr. Cheapskate went on to say that all these X's all over the place are confusing the pirate populace. It is in the lassies and lads' nature when they see an X on the ground, they dig. To compound the situation, a lot of pirates have been getting injured trying to break concrete and asphalt with shovels. The dread pirate cutthroat Steve, the cheapskate, says the bandits have no alternative and will be taking the matter up with their solicitors. When asked if the pirates will be ceasing all work till the matter is cleared, he just responded with, "Arr, arr, arr." Waterloo Regional Police have been kept very busy with a continual domestic situation in Hawksville, a suburb of Heidelberg. Lead investigator and 29-year veteran Sergeant Dwight King says there have been a number of calls to the residents of the Fader family. King says things are really getting bad and there is zero tolerance being exhibited. Darnell Fader, the husband and father, says, "My wife told me to take a spider out instead of killing him. We went out, had a few drinks. Nice guy. He's a web designer." Mr. Fader continued, "That just set Dorleen off. She told me to put ketchup on the shopping list, which I did. Now she is mad because she can't read it anymore." King says he spoke to the two children. Son Luke loves the fact that the children were named after Star Wars characters. Sister Chewbacca, not so much. When King interviewed Dorleen, she said, "I asked my son to give me a phone book. He laughed, called me a dinosaur, and handed me his iPhone. The spider is dead, the iPhone screen is cracked, and Luke is furious." King says, "It's like this all the time." And now a public service announcement. A viewer from Long Sault, Ontario, located near Cornwall, Norm Schwarzentruber, has found a lost bird. Mr. Schwarzentruber says the bird has no name tag. He has yelled every name at it with no response. Pardon me. And it obeys no command, and it is very poorly trained. If this is your bird, please contact Mr. Schwarzentruber at the Long Sault High School, where he is the head of the biology department. We will leave you tonight on a feel-good story. Local performer and shed dweller Willy Witherspoon is going all in to help battle the global Corona-19 virus. Witherspoon is going to volunteer with the Canadian Federal Vaccine Researchers to be an alpha drug tester. All of us here at the Tuesday Live News applaud Willy's unselfish and brave actions. When asked specifically what Willy will be testing, researchers said that he will be given vaccines first to see if the drugs are safe enough to give to rats. Way to go, Willy.
That's all the news you need to know, folks. Thanks for that, Tim. Always your smooth and suave news reading is greatly appreciated here at Tuesday Live. And speaking of Long Sault, or as the folks down there, the locals call it, Long Sault, we're going to head down there right now and see some pictures from our friend Stan McRae. Stan's quickly become a Tuesday Live favorite with his amazing nature photos captured along the mighty St. Lawrence River in eastern Ontario around the area of Long Sault. Stan's changing up a bit this week with some photos he's taken in the past at Upper Canada Village. And I know many of you have probably visited there. It's a replica pioneer village from the 1800s that was built mostly with homes that were moved when they put the seaway through that area back in the 1950s. And a lot of sort of the ancestral grounds of the United Empire Loyalists and other early settlers of Canada were moved when they flooded the seaway. And it's quite an interesting place. If you haven't been there, I certainly recommend you get down there at some point in time. I know it's just reopened earlier this month, and if you've never been there, you should go. It's an incredible experience for folks of all ages. And so here, courtesy of Stan, are some images of the good folks at Upper Canada Village, as well as a couple images Stan captured of a recent celestial visitor. great pictures, Stan. And if you do get to Upper Canada Village, grab some of the village bread. It's delicious. And nice pictures of the what is that thing flying through the sky right now? The comet, Neowise. And I guess it's pretty visible. I'm not sure. We're a little cloudy here tonight, so I'm not sure we'll see it tonight. But some people around here have been capturing some pretty nice images of it as well. If you have any comet images, or any images for that matter, send them into the show. We're always happy, to see what other people are finding joy in during this pandemic time in their own yards or their own neighborhoods or their own villages, whether it's Fenland Falls. I know Grandpa Chris up there in Fenland Falls and a few other viewers, or anywhere else across this great country. Send in your pictures. We'll get them up on the show. I'd like to go, speaking of folks out in the country, I'd like to head over to our resident Irish fella, Robbie O'Spoon, and he's going to, I think, sing an Irish song for us tonight. Robbie.
Well, hi, Rob, and hi, everybody out there. It's Robbie O'Spoon here up in Dublin, Ontario, looking after the pigs and the potatoes, as they say, and having a grand old time as well. It's been a wonderful summer here, and really enjoying my time here in Canada. I'd like to get back to Ireland some point in time, but I don't know when that's going to happen. So anyways, happy to be here and sing on the show for you, because I know we've got some requests coming in. Keep them coming in for the Irish music, folks. I love singing the Irish music. And so send in your favorite Irish songs, and I'll sing them for you as best I can. And this one's for Sherry. It's requested 7 drunken nights. I'm only going to do 5 of them because the last 2 drunken nights get a little racy. Maybe okay for the pub late at night, but here on this show, it's kind of a family show we're doing here. We don't want to offend anybody. Don't want to get kicked off of Facebook or whatever. So we're going to sing this song. It's called 7 Drunken Nights, but I'm only going to do 5 of them. Call it 5 Drunken Nights, I guess. So, Rob, can you pick a little guitar for me down there? As I came home on a Monday night, as drunk could be, I saw a horse outside my door where my old horse should be. So I called me wife and I says to her, would you kindly tell to me who owns that horse outside the door where my old horse should be? Hi, you're drunk, you silly old fool, still you cannot see. That's a lovely sow that me mother gave to me. Well, it's many a day I've travelled, 100 miles or more, but a saddle on a sow I never saw before. As I came home on a Tuesday night, as drunk could be, I saw a coat behind the door where my old coat should be. So I called me wife and I says to her, would you kindly tell to me who owns that coat behind the door where my old coat should be? Hi, you're drunk, you silly old fool, still you cannot see. That's a lovely blanket that me mother gave to me. Well, it's many a day I travelled, 100 miles or more, but buttons on a blanket I never saw before. As I came home on a Wednesday night, as drunk could be, I saw a pipe upon the chair where my old pipe should be. So I called me wife and I says to her, would you kindly tell to me who owns that pipe upon the chair where my old pipe should be? Hi, you're drunk, you silly old fool, still you cannot see. That's a lovely tin whistle me mother gave to me. Well, it's many a day I travelled, 100 miles or more, but tobacco in a tin whistle I never saw before. When I came home on a Thursday night, as drunk could be, I saw 2 boots beneath the bed where my old boots should be. So I called me wife and I says to her, would you kindly tell to me who owns those boots beneath the bed where my old boots should be? Ah, you're drunk, you silly old fool, still you cannot see. Those are 2 geranium pots me mother gave to me. Well, it's many a day I travelled, 100 miles or more, but laces in geranium pots I never saw before. As I came home on a Friday night, as drunk could be, I saw a head upon the bed where my old head should be. So I called me wife and I says to her, would you kindly tell to me who owns that head upon the bed where my old head should be? Hi, you're drunk, you silly old fool, still you cannot see. That's a baby boy that me mother gave to me. Well, it's many a day I travelled, 100 miles or more, but whiskers on a baby boy I never saw before. No whiskers on a baby boy I never saw before. See y'all again real soon.
Thank you, Robbie. You heard the man. If you have any Irish tunes you like to hear, Robbie loves singing the Irish music, and I think he's stuck with us here in Canada for a while, working up in Dublin, Ontario, on the pig and potato farm. So if you have any songs you'd like to have him sing, some Irish songs, put them in the comments or send them in to me and I'll get them over to Robbie and we'll get them worked up. Maybe Robbie and I can even do some songs together. Maybe we can get Willy to do a trio again. We did that a couple weeks back. That was fun. I see you notice Chris commenting about the stream up in Fenland Falls going down. I apologize for that. I think there's just so many viewers in Fenland Falls that it sometimes overwhelms the internet system they have up there. So this song's one of the first love songs I ever wrote. It's called Brushfire. Young, I went to Sunday school. I got kicked out for being a fool. I never heard a word they said. My heart was cold and my soul was dead. Then I met you on that autumn day. Your eyes of blue took my breath away. When you wrapped your arms around me, my heart was burning and my soul was free. And our love is like a brush fire. It's burning out of control. Sunshine, your body is my soul. Well, I'm out here on this highway, about 1,000 miles from home. Think I'll pull off on the shoulder, back up in this driveway, turn this rig around. Not a perfect man, there's no such thing. But when I gave you that diamond ring, we made one where there once was two. Two hearts burning with a love so true. And our love is like a brush fire. Burning out of control. Your spirit is my sunshine. Your body is my soul. Well, I'm out here on this highway, about 1,000 miles from home. Think I'll pull off on the shoulder, back up in this driveway, turn this rig around. Think I'll pull off on this shoulder, back up in this driveway, and turn this rig back home. That song called Brushfire, off the Speedway Valley Mountain Boys CD. I'm going to call Willy out in the shed there, see if maybe we can play a duet this evening. Hey, Willy. Hey, I know folks like duets. Why don't we do a duet this week, Rob? I got a song here I like to do. It's an old Brewer and Shipley song called One Toke Over the Line. one toke over the line, sweet Jesus, one toke over the line. Sitting downtown in a railway station, one toke over the line. Waiting for the train that goes home, sweet Mary, hoping that the train is on time. Sitting downtown in a railway station, one toke over the line. Who do you love? I hope it's me. I've been a-changin', as you can plainly see. I felt the joy and I learned about the pain, and my mama said, if I should choose to make it part of me, would surely strike me dead. And now I'm one toke over the line, sweet Jesus, one toke over the line. Sitting downtown in a railway station, one toke over the line. Waiting for the train that goes home, sweet Mary, hoping that the train is on time. Sitting downtown in a railway station, one toke over the line. I sail away a country mile, and now I'm returning and showing off my smile. I met all the girls and I love myself a few, and to my surprise, like everything else that I've been through, they open up my eyes, and now I'm one toke over the line, sweet Jesus, one toke over the line. Sitting downtown in a railway station, one toke over the line. Waiting for the train that goes home, sweet Mary, hoping that the train is on time. Sitting downtown in a railway station, one toke over the line. Waiting for the train that goes home, sweet Mary, hoping that the train is on time. Sitting downtown in a railway station, one toke over the line. One toke over the line, sweet Jesus, one toke over the line. Sitting downtown in a railway station, one toke over the line. Waiting for the train that goes home, sweet Mary, hoping that the train is on time. Sitting downtown in a railway station, one toke over the line. Sitting downtown in a railway station, one toke over the line.
That was fun. Thanks for that suggestion, Willie. This is a sort of a classic old Canadian folk song, been around for a while, but you don't hear it too much anymore. I guess you have to go look for it yourself these days. I don't play much old stuff on the radio. And I don't know if there's any farmers that watch the show on a regular basis, but certainly out there working hard in this heat, making sure we have our own food supply, which is certainly important in this country. This goes out to all the farmers in Canada. Dusty old farmer, out working your fields, hanging down over your tractor wheel. Sun's beating down, turns the red paint to orange, rusty old patches of steel. There's no farmer songs on that car radio, just cowboys, truck drivers, and pain. This is my way to say thanks for the meal, and I hope there's no shortage of rain. Sing along if you know it. Straw hats and old dirty hanky, mopping a face like a shoe. Thanks for the meal, here's a song that is real, from a kid from the city to you. Straw hats and old dirty hanky, mopping a face like a shoe. Thanks for the meal, here's a song that is real, from a kid
from the city to you. Combines gang up, take most of the bread. Things just ain't like they used to be. Kids are all out after the American dream, and they're working in big factories. Now if I come by when you're out in the sun, can I wave at you just like a friend? These days when everyone's taking so much, there's somebody giving back in. Straw hats and old dirty hankies, mopping a face like a shoe. Thanks for the meal, here's a song that is real, from a kid from the city to you. Straw hats and old dirty hankies, mopping a face like a shoe. Thanks for the meal, here's a song that is real, from a kid from the city to you. Song by the great Murray McLaughlin. Don't forget, folks, we're going to try to do a all Beatles show next week, so get those Beatles requests in the comments. Certainly like to hear what your favorite Beatles songs are. I know some of you out there are old enough to remember the Beatles. So, anyways, we're going to head back out, and I think Willie might have one more song for us tonight.
Hey y'all, Willie here. This is another song I got for you. I think this was someone a few weeks back request some Buck Owens, so I always like playing little Buck Owens. This one's called Truck Driving Man. I stopped at a roadhouse in Texas, a little place called Hamburger Dan. I heard that old jukebox a-playing a song called Truck Driving Man. The waitress, she brought me some coffee. I thanked her but called her again. I said, that old song sure does fit me, 'cause I'm a truck driving man. So pour me another cup of coffee, for it is the best in the land. And I'll put a nickel in the jukebox and play the truck driving man. Sandy Nick Brady. I climbed back aboard my old semi, and then like a flash I was gone. I got them old truck wheels rolling, I'm on my way to San Antonio. So pour me another cup of coffee, for it is the best in the land. And I'll put a nickel in the jukebox and play the truck driving man. Come on, sing along. Oh, pour another cup of coffee, for it is the best in the land. And I'll put a nickel in the jukebox Yeah, I'll put nickel in the jukebox and play the truck driving man. Thank you kindly. Have a great night.
This is a special SARS-CoV-2 viral service announcement. We are pleased to report that the humans are starting to reopen indoor bars and restaurants, providing additional opportunity for viral spread. Let's take you to a local bar where the band Corona Transmission Overdrive are kicking off Viralpalooza. Willing human, they took my RNA away. They said we're going to the bar room. You know I want it that way. I think that any spread is good spreading, so I took what I could get. I said to them with no surprise and said, you ain't seen nothing yet. Boys and girls, you just ain't seen nothing yet. You're something you're never gonna forget. Boys and girls, you just ain't seen nothing yet. Thinking that it's better. Politicians said it's for sure, but they ain't listening to the doctors, 'cause you still ain't got no cure. They said we gotta get the economy going, so you took what I could get. You took what I could get, but then they opened the bars and I said, ha ha ha, you ain't seen nothing yet. Boys and girls, you just ain't seen nothing yet. There'll be some infecting that you're never gonna forget. You just ain't seen nothing yet. Any infecting is good infected. So I took what I could get. Yeah, I took what I could get, and then they looked at you with my COVID eyes, and I said, ha ha, you ain't seen nothing yet. Boys and girls, you just ain't seen nothing yet. There's a virus spreading that you ain't never gonna forget. Boys and girls, you just ain't seen nothing yet. Open up the bars. Let them go. Get together. No, no, no. So there you have it, folks. Get out to the bars. Have a good time. We now return you to your regular programming.
Whoa, that viral world's kind of starting to freak me out a little bit. Dang, COVID's sort of taking over his own little spot in the show here. But we're going to wind it up now. I'm going to shut down the show and maybe try to do a little bit of disinfecting around here, make sure that nobody gets anything caught. But, whew, that was a little freaky. Thanks tonight. That's our show for tonight, folks. Don't forget to put your Beatles requests in the comments. If you're a member of the backstage, if you have a backstage pass, you got the link to the after party. So hope to see you there. If you don't have a backstage pass, go sign up on the website, robspoon.com. And you'll get the backstage pass and come hang out with all the cool people after the show. So anyways, thanks to Tuesday Live news anchor Tim Farrell, the amazing Cathy King, And beautiful song tonight, Cathy. Sandy Mackay, hope you got back in safe from out on the river there. Stan McRae for sharing his amazing photos again this week. Cousin Willy, Robbie O'Spoon, and I have to also thank animator Karen Cantello. I think you can see her work on the show is certainly COVIDy has evolved in some amazing ways. So anyways, thanks for watching tonight. Hope to see you at the after party. Get those Beatles requests in, and long may you run. Through some things together, with trunks of memories still to come. We found things to do in stormy weather. Long may you run. Sing along. Long may you run. Long may you run, although these changes have come. With your chrome heart shining in the sun, long may you run. It was back in Blind River in 1962 that I last saw you alive. We lost our way on that long decline. Long may you run. Long may you run. Long may you run, although these changes have come. With chrome heart shining in the sun, long may you run. Maybe the Beach Boys have got you now, with those waves singing Caroline, sweet Caroline, rolling down that empty ocean road. Gotta get to the surf on time. Long may you run. Long may you run, although these changes have come. With the chrome heart shining in the sun, long may you run. Thanks very much, everybody. See you next week for the big 20th episode Beatles special.